Okay, guys, how's everyone doing today? Thank you ever so much for joining us yet again. Thank you for gracing us with the kindness of your presence, albeit ever so slightly digital, but we greatly appreciate it for you being here yet again for the lesson number 6. But before we do that, traditionally we will revisit lesson number 5. Lesson number 5 was a don't believe any of it, it's all BS. We were discussing the belief systems. We were using that very crude analogy of comparing a human being to a robot slash computer utilizing artificial intelligence. So in this analogy, your playable character, your avatar, your body would be the hardware, then your mentality, your everything that you know, all the memories and all the preconceived notions, these are the belief systems. So that's the software, and then the top of it would be superconsciousness slash genius mentality slash higher self slash spirituality slash energy, however you wish to utilize it within your framework of reference. And that would be, of course, that would be equivalent to the internet, open source, artificial intelligence, myriads of apps available to everyone every day for you to live your life to the highest, as long as you wish to follow your highest excitement and connect yourself with your beautiful audience. At some stage, hopefully, I'll convince you that you already are the content co-creator. Maybe you're just not pitching the right market. Maybe you're just not monetizing your highest excitement quite yet. But please be gentle with yourself, be kind. You're doing fine. Lesson number 6 will be about the belief systems. Now, the belief systems, we were talking about the two things. That number one, it's all belief systems, it's all BS, it's all someone else's script or your script that you have taken from someone else. So belief system is not good or bad per se. Belief systems, just like software, it gets outdated, and we need to update it once the time comes. When you find something better, when you find something more conducive for your happiness, your trust, or your freedom indices, you just apply the upgrade. You just use the better software, and it doesn't invalidate the previous belief system. You just go with the flow without bias, without prejudice. And we were discussing that the essence of the game of life is essentially acquiring more and more information, more skill set, getting to know more and more algorithms, aka the strategies of dealing with your challenges within the arc of your game of life, which is exactly what we're doing here. And this is what entrepreneurship or real life is all about, that you're going up and down on your indices and you are encountering those challenges, and then you're just solving those challenges, hopefully for the greatest benefit of all. So that's all it is, that whenever you need something, you need to do something, you just need to find someone who has done it before you and just copy and paste. It's as simple as that. But we're going to explore that a little bit more in this lesson. Don't ask how, ask who else is coming along. So this is with regards to the so-called negative slash disempowering belief systems, because there's many belief systems that are holding you back. And we're going to just very quickly disempower the belief system which is almost universally across all those entrepreneurs slash business owners slash content creators who are just starting up and they have very little capital or no capital at all. And they are asking like, JP, yes, I would love to do that, but I don't have the money, which is negative belief system. That you choose to believe that you don't have the money in order to do whatever it is that you need to do. And it's a great belief system, because it's a negative belief system that really holds you back, because you really choose to invest yourself emotionally into it. And there's also attachment of your personal value, that, oh, I'm not good enough. You are programming your subconsciousness that, hey, I'm not good enough to live the life to the fullest, because the social tokens of acceptance called money are not reflective of my true value, that I'm looking at myself from the perspective of someone else's perception, because your value is infinite. Your personality, your energy, your content, your unique twist that you're going to be adding towards humanity is irreplaceable. And it doesn't matter if you're a humanist, religionist, or metaphysicist, you are priceless. Literally, if we would take all the greatest scientists and all the best people around the globe and the greatest capital, if we would siphon all the wealth from the planet Earth, we would not be able to recreate you. You are unique. So we cannot put a price on you, so please don't do that to yourself. And many people do it to themselves. They put a price tag on themselves. They are essentially commodifying themselves. They are turning themselves into products or services. Guys, when I say to you that you are the product, I am being serious, but I'm teasing you gently. It's just a metaphor. You are so much more than a product. You are a storyline, you are a narrative, and that narrative is what you'll be sharing with your audience. Remember the things that we've mentioned during the first lesson, the authenticity and relatability. But let's go back quickly to that belief system and let's just dismantle it together. I actually love getting that. It's like, great, you don't have the money, use someone else's. I'm sorry guys, I just love turning those objections because it just gives me so much passion when I give you guys the answers that deep down inside within your heart you've always known. You see, this is my character arc. Like, you guys pretend to be disempowered and I'm pretending to be saving you guys from yourselves, and this is just such a beautiful back and forth. But it's true. There's angel investors, so these are the people which are within the specific industries like properties, for example, and they are searching for the people to invest in, the people who have the skill set of searching for properties and then flipping them remotely. We'll be talking about all of that in the future videos. And there's also venture capitalists. The venture capitalists, I mean, the personality profile of venture capitalists is just so amazing. Now guys, quick disclaimer, we are all-inclusive community. We are not making fun or light or treating it facetiously the challenges of human addiction. We're not, but we're gonna be, because we use a lot of dark humor, we use a lot of positive trolling, the gentle teasing. We're gonna call the venture capitalists the positive junkies. The positive junkies is when you have a great addiction, when you have an addiction to your passion, to your creation. And this is what venture capitalists are. They have the passion for creation. These are those people which some people have called the magicians of the material world. They love to have a vision, they love to have an idea, they love to download the idea from the highest self / superconsciousness / genius, and they love to manifest in reality. They have such a buzz when they have something that they've envisioned as a model, a mathematical model represented by a meme, an idea, an ideal. All of those are thoughts, and then manifesting those thoughts into the physical reality. And we'll be talking about the metaphysics of manifestation soon enough. Please, you don't worry about it. But essentially, they're just addicted to their passion. They are addicted to manifesting reality in accordance with their dreams and desires. So they are, like I said, they are positive junkies. Like, give me the next Facebook, give me the next TikTok, give me the next Apple. They are just dying to find out what the many entrepreneurs are calling, quote, the next best thing. And trust me, you might be that next best thing that they are searching for. And how are you gonna find it? How are you gonna find out? I keep on telling them, guys, you are spending so much time on trying to figure out, and many people are operating on a conscious and subconscious level. Many people are, remember the meme that we were talking, that you're using only 1% of your potentiality. So many of you, beloved ones, instead of going within, instead of being in touch with your originality, with your personality construct, with your energy, with your uniqueness, you guys are going outside to copy and paste from someone else whom I can steal from. And that's okay. We are all doing it. As the grandmaster of that religion of entrepreneurship, the Saint Steve Jobs has said, the great artists copy, the best artists steal. I appreciate that. We are all thieves. We all steal from each other, and then we recreate it, we recycle it, and then we call them, quote, original ideas. Nothing is original. There's only longer and shorter process of recycling. Everything that exists is a recreation of something that has already existed. Having said that, your unique twist, your energy, your content, your personality construct, that's the thing which is the most important. That's the key thing. And in order to explore that part, remember the indices. You look after yourself physically, you look after yourself mentally, and then as you explore the consciousness, as you learn more and more and more from more people, then you start to expand your consciousness into the realm of super consciousness, and the best ideas are there. The multi-billion ideas are right now just above your head, waiting to be downloaded and then manifested onto the physical reality, which will, there you go. I've solved the challenge of not enough money. If you don't have the money, find someone else. If you have the passion, if you have cohesion / trust, and if you have freedom, and once you have the sufficient amount of people who are resonating, it's all about energy. I've told you guys, E equals MC squared. We're not saying consciousness is energy. We're not saying that it's just a belief system. But if it is, the highest vibrational frequency is your superconsciousness. This is where all the answers lie. And please, 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 this is one belief system. I always say to everyone, don't believe me. It's all BS. It's all a belief system. But if you want to take one belief system today, one BS that I would like you to take very much into your heart is that your brain thinks, your heart knows. Your heart vis-a-vis your subconsciousness connects itself to your superconsciousness. All of them have to be aligned. That's why you're maxing out all the KPIs, all the vertices, all the indices. This is why we're doing those lessons, because if you don't have foundational basis, you're not going to get as excited as you could have been. So this is what's so important. Once you have sufficient amount of audience, you will be co-creating together. Once again, this is where superconsciousness comes in. The superconsciousness is a symbol of interconnectivity. If you're a humanist and you don't believe in those metaphysical / spiritual, that you don't have to. What it means is that how well you connect with the fellow human being. That's super consciousness, the meme of the whole of humanity being one giant human brain. And if you are exciting, if you are full of energy, and if you are inspiring people to be on the same level of vibrational frequency, aka love versus fear, high happiness index, people will come to you and they will give you tidbits, and you will co-create together, and you will come up with something magnificent, and then you pitch it to angel investors or the entrepreneurs who are, the venture capitalist junkies who are searching for that next hit of endorphins. They are searching for that next big thing. And by the way, guys, as you start to really explore the notion of content co-creation, I've told you, it's not about creation. We are not creating, we are co-creating or recreating. If you want to go back to that meme, I'm stealing from one another. But we are all collectively co-creating. That's what's most important. And once you have the sufficient level of audience, once you have sufficient level of exposure, trust me, people will come to you serendipitously. They will come searching for you, that, hey, this is great, let's take it to the next level, I've got this amount of money, let's scale it forward. You have a vlog or you have your own television channel, let's make it into something bigger. It will happen. And once again, you don't need to know how it happened, you just have to be open to possibility that it will happen. So what we're going to do, we're going to be focusing a little bit less on the limiting belief systems, because we've just dismantled one. But how did we dismantle it? Now, first and foremost, one of my favorite memes is that the only negative belief system is the belief system of existence of negative belief systems. I absolutely love that meme. Now, how did it come about? Because the industry of self-improvement is a huge multi-billion-dollar industry, and I'm not saying that it's wrong. In fact, many of you, beloved ones, when I say content co-creation, many of you will be consultants. Many of you will be providing the services which are just so outside of parameters of the average person that it will literally blow your mind. There's a lady on the internet who is essentially, her service, her content creation is that she's communicating telepathically with pets around the globe. And she is giving the feedback of the pets, which are, remember, the pets are the members of the family. They are not animals. They are family members who do not use the same language code. And she then translates it, and she just says that this is what I have felt from your pet, and she gives the feedback to the owners. And guess what? She doesn't advertise. All of it is word of mouth, which every entrepreneur will tell you it's the best form of advert, when you don't have to advertise because you are so busy. Now, remember, it's OBS. We're not saying it's true. We're not saying it's not. We're not saying it's good. We're not saying it's bad. We don't apply any value to it, because these are just stepping stones in the consciousness expansion journey on our character arc of the algorithm of life. I'm just saying that the potentiality is virtually unlimited. It works for her. She follows her highest excitement. She loves animals. It works for the people who love animals too. It's just they're members of the family. So it's perfect, because hey, she found a niche. She's busy. She's following her highest excitement. She's maxing out her happiness index. She's free. She does what she loves doing. And she's in alignment. She's trustworthy. If she wouldn't be trustworthy, she wouldn't have so many people coming to her and then recommending them to other. And this is it, that there's so many opportunities out there, and you'll be shocked what you're capable of doing once you find the right people. So going back very quickly, how did whole industry came about? The industry of the life coaches and the success gurus, especially financial success. And guys, I'm not going to give you names. You know whom they are. And look, I'm not saying that they are bad people or that they're doing something wrong. No, they are amazing human beings, and they have transformed millions of lives. I love them. God bless them, bless them. And I've learned so much from them. Having said that, that is the pitch. The pitch is the following. You have a pain point, you have a negative belief system, and I am a solution. And I have the cure, I have the strategy, I have the product. Go to my landing page, you know the drill. And there's nothing wrong with that. Many of you will be doing just that. In fact, I highly recommend you, if you find something that you cannot handle, I highly recommend you to get a life coach or a specialist coach that deals with that particular challenge very specifically. Try not to go with generalists, try to go with the super specialists. I recommend you that if that's your highest excitement, if you feel that you need to do that, go for it. I'm not saying you shouldn't. Many of you, that's going to be your character arc. You'll be consultants. You'll be solving other people's challenges. That's what entrepreneurship is. As long as you align with your happiness, with your trust and your freedom, I'm down with. God bless you. Having said that, this model of framing tells you that there's something wrong here. That this model of framing is the subconscious and conscious level, and it's lower vibrational frequency. It's 1 to 5 in happiness, 1 to 5 in trust, and 1 to 5 in freedom. That's why you have such a framing that, oh, there's a problem here and we need to look into it, and then we'll find a solution. Once you start raising your indices, you will find out that there are no problems, there are only challenges. This is your character arc. You're trying to tell you something. So just like we did with that negative belief system of not having money, how did we solve it? We connected with the right people. And this is one belief system that I want you to have, should you be willing to indulge me, that will allow you to overcome all negative belief systems. And that is lack of knowledge, lack of skill set, lack of people. With knowledge and skill set, it almost always, yes, there's so much open source, yes, there's so much information. Guys, you can literally, I don't care if you've gone to Harvard, MIT, Oxford, Cambridge, all those amazing courses and faculties, I promise you 99% of it is available free online or from artificial intelligence. This is how much power you have. However, it almost always boils down to the people, because hey, people are social beings. So we need each other, and it's great, and we love each other, and we're here to support each other. And yes, absolutely, if someone provides you with an amazing service, go for it. If your heart tells you I need this, you go for it, you buy it, you need it. When you become an entrepreneur, guys, it's about circulation, it's about liquidity. You'll be providing amazing products, services, and content, and you'll be consuming amazing products, services, and content, because it's co-creation, it's circulation, it's liquidity, absolutely. But this belief system that there's no such thing as negative belief system, I just don't have the right level of knowledge, I just don't have the skill set, and I just don't have the right people yet. If you have that belief system, then all the other belief systems fade away. You just need to find them. You just need to find the right knowledge, find the right skill set. Once you find the knowledge, aka practice makes perfect. That's how you learn anything in life. Whether you learn new language, or you learn coding, or you learn content co-creation, it's a skill set. You will get better as you practice. As long as you having fun, as long as you are having integrity, as long as you are being honest with yourself and the beloved human beings who are sharing and co-creating that space with you, and as long as you are choosing the freedom, you are following your highest excitement to the fullest, you will not fail. So once you start operating from the top vertices, the love-based consciousness, the 5 points plus on your indices, the negative belief systems will not matter, because you will always find the right knowledge, you will develop the skill set, and you will find the people who can solve the problem for you. Whenever you say, I don't know physics, I don't know mathematics, I don't know coding, I don't know directing videos, none of it matters. If you have right knowledge, right skill set, or the right people, none of it matters. So that's that one belief system that just dismantles all negative belief systems. We are just banishing that definition. No such thing as negative belief systems. They're just misaligned people, and maybe you're in the wrong crowd. This is why I've told you guys, the second vertical of your why, your team. Your team will change. Not everyone on your team will stay with you forever. You will not stay with them. Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs, they were a team. Without Wozniak, Apple would never have happened. People tend to forget that. Steve was a visionary. He has had amazing leadership skills because he was just empowering everyone to get so hyped. Although in his personal relationships, he was a bit of an a-hole. I apologize. I hope YouTube will not demonetize this video. But he was sometimes a very negative human being. But he did it because he had so much passion, because he wanted to introduce those products to the people. He was just so amazingly passionate about providing the great value. Just like the venture capitalists are. There's just those people really want to manifest reality in accordance with their own dreams. And this is, by the way, one of the best parts of enlightened entrepreneurship, that once you start seeing your products, your services, and your content, once you manifest it in physical reality, you will never go back to doom scrolling. That's gonna be your endorphin hit on a daily basis. Your co-creation, your artistry, your expression, that's gonna be the best thing you'll do every single day. And I wish that to you. Remember, the first index is there for a reason. It's the most important. The most important is love and passion. And if you have love and passion, you will find the right people. And if you have the right people, any challenge you will overcome. So that's number one, that if you could entertain me with that belief systems, that no such thing, I don't care about all the other negative belief systems. It's just a matter of knowledge, of skill set, and of the people. And all three can change, and all three are within your discretion. Always have been, always will be. And if you don't believe in it, you just need to change it, and just go back and say, why am I not believing? So if you have any challenges with incorporating that new script, that new belief system, that new BS, just let me know down there in the comment section, and we'll be working on that. So that's number one. Number two, I would like you to entertain the notion, the second thing that will help you overcoming your life challenges, the negative, whether they are negative belief systems or any challenges. That will be with regards to the story. Oh, let me tell you this story, because this story is super important. So, 65 million years ago on the planet Earth, you had those giant reptoids called dinosaurs. But what some of you might not know is that there were also, at the same time, you had those rodents called rats, which are, by the way, amazing beings. We're not going to go into that, what has happened on the planet Earth, because that's another story in and of itself, and it's an amazing story. So perhaps one day we'll do a video about that. But there was a cataclysmic event which has dramatically altered the entire structure of the planet Earth, and it has gone to let's just say that it was no longer conducive for the giant reptoids to be walking on the surface of the planet Earth. So what happened is that, unfortunately, they have gone extinct. So that's terrible tragedy, beautiful beings. However, rats survived. They weren't as strong, they weren't as big, they weren't what biologists call the apex predators, the one predator which is so predominant in his environment that no one else threatens him. No, they were the key word. Remember when we were talking about Master Lee, when he gave that analogy of water, be like water. What did he mean by that? Adaptability. Not only three modalities of consciousness, but adaptability. This is one of the most important key skill sets. It's a talent, but it's also a skill set. Everything is a talent and it's a skill set at the same time. Adaptability, because water takes any shape. You put it in any shape, it just adjusts itself. That's one of the most important things, that not just in entrepreneurship, not just in your business life or your career, it's in real life. There's no such thing as business, there's no such thing as career. There's only one life, real life, your life. So please take care of it. And I'm not going to say to you be like rats, because some of you might have negative emotional connotations with such a suggestion, but please be adaptable. And adaptable means, just like I said, that you don't attach yourself overly to any belief system, because it's just a belief system. Whether you choose to believe it's a positive belief system or negative belief system, you will find sometimes in your character arc that the belief systems who were positive belief system, I'll give you a specific example. I'm going to take the members of my family because they love me. JP told me about the happiness and trust index and freedom index. I'm going to take the members of my family. So that's you coming from the position of integrity. But then as you find out is that your members of the family might not have the same levels of commitment and passion as you do. So suddenly it starts to shift. So positive belief system, let's have a family business, let's do it together, turns into a negative belief system that no, actually my brother is a bit of an a-hole. My brother wants to take advantage. He's lazy, he doesn't do anything, and yet he wants to take credit. So this is how fast it can change, and this is why it's very important to stay within your integrity. Your brain thinks, your heart knows. That's how you'll be climbing up the ladder of the superconsciousness. But be adaptable, because what was the positive belief system can become a negative belief system. And if you truly high up on the superconsciousness expansion, then you don't apply any value. We'll be talking about values very soon, but no positive belief systems, no negative belief systems. They're just positive and negative people. That is just people who are getting you high or getting you low on your indices. That's it. And it will change with time. There will be people who will be negative and then they'll change their mind. And unfortunately, sometimes it goes other way around. So don't focus too much about the finding your negative belief systems and trying to reframe them, because the depth of your subconsciousness is literally infinite, and the same with the height of your superconsciousness. So you would spend the rest of your life, and you don't need to do that. Just make sure that you have the right people on your team. Your team is these are the people that if you fall, we will carry you. These are the people who are keeping you in a highest state of excitement, just like you keep them. So this is what's super important, and it will change in time. That's why you have to be self-aware and you have to be adaptable. You have to be prepared to change your strategy mode on sometimes daily basis, because life will change and so will you. More adaptable you are, greater probability of success. So remember the story about be like water. It means like be a little bit like those tiny rodents that have outlived dinosaurs, but literally millions of years. So adaptability is the first. So the number one, the belief systems, it's the knowledge, skill set, people. Number two, be adaptable. And the third one, once again, we're going to go back to Master Bruce Lee. Hopefully not for the last one. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm using all those cultural references, but I want to make it all inclusive. I want to make it for all the people around the globe. Everyone deserves the best life. This channel is for everybody. So I'm using the memes and I'm using the language of popular culture to make it all inclusive across all the cultural spectrums. So there's that amazing movie, The Entrance of the Dragon by Bruce Lee. And there's that moment there where there's a bully So he's because they are going to the island, they'll be fighting there. I mean, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this movie, once again, I don't know what to say. It's such a classic, honestly. There was a time, I know that many people, especially the younger generations, will be super shocked to know that Hollywood used to produce amazing content back in them days. So those days are long gone, but back in them days, they were producing such an amazing content that it was literally selling out all over the globe. That's how great it was. And Entrance of the Dragon was one of those movies. And there's that scene there where they're going on a boat and they're going to the island to fight, and there's a bully who is intimidating some of the sailors. And because he's a fighter, he's a bully, he's using the fact that he's more skilled in martial arts and that he's bigger. And of course he comes to Bruce and he challenges him that, what's your style of fighting? And then Bruce tells him, my style of fighting is without fighting. Well, show me. I will, but not here on this island. Okay, let's go. So he went to the boat and he was sent off on that boat. So that was the fighting without fighting. So Bruce was teaching him a very important lesson here, and that lesson is the lesson of humility. That's the last vertis that's the last belief system that I would like you to integrate instead of trying to find the negative belief systems. Remember, in this community, we don't focus on positive belief systems, we don't focus on negative belief systems. We're just having fun and we're co-creating with everyone, and it won't matter that much as long as you have adaptability and humility. Now, humility, I believe I've mentioned it in a previous video. There's someone out there that knows more about the subject matter. I might be wrong, and the reality is under no obligation whatsoever to conform to my expectations and my preconceived notions, aka my belief systems. So if you have those three foundational structures, you will never worry about any limiting belief systems. And if everything else fails, you will do what you always do, because now you are the programmer of the software of your game of life. You'll just find someone who has solved this challenge, and you will just copy and paste their belief systems, their behavioral patterns, and their values. We're going to be talking about values and the boss scripts very soon, but for the time being, that's it. Essentially, any belief system is just a BS. If it's negative, it can become positive. If it's positive, it can become negative. Don't focus on that. Focus on your free indices. They are there for a reason. Focus on aligning with as many people as you can, as fast as you can. Have fun, make love, make friends, make money, and be yourself always, 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 always. You are so much more than just a product. So this is it, guys. If you have any challenges that you need my help with, I'll be delighted, absolutely delighted to assist you with. So we shall see each other downstairs in the comment section, but for the time being, I believe we're done for now. Mwah, mwah, mwah.